Europeans not being very, how would you say, united over what to do in Libya? Is it damaging, however, the one voice that the EU should have and damaging?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we have what is ongoing with Resolution 1973 is a rather complex political, military, humanitarian, economic operation where different countries make different contributions within the context of the resolution. Add to that the European Union is of course very much engaged in the more long-term efforts concerning democracy and stability in the wider region. That will also come into force in Libya, hopefully sooner rather than later, but we don't know that at the moment.
Can it be successful without 100% backing, for example, from Germany, from Turkey, from other countries who are rather skeptical?
Well, they'd be rather. I think they are supporting the operations, but they're not participating in the operations. It's not necessary that everyone participates in every single aspect of the operations. I think there's a unity when it comes to the political aim and the political purpose. And then the different countries are making their contributions according to the overall plan and their respective possibilities to contribute. I mean, there might be countries that have better abilities in certain respects and others in other respects.
Isn't it damaging NATO in a way as a military union? What does a compromise look like if there is a compromise today, for example?
Well, let's see. I mean, what the NATO planning will be. I understand that the discussions in NATO are underway as we speak or during these days. So I don't know exactly what will be the outcome there.
Do you think there is any still hope for a political solution in Libya? And if yes,
well, there has to be a political solution in Libya. There's no other thing, because what is required is to build the post-Gaddafi Libya, and that is a political undertaking, which will require sort of a broad national dialogue on the setting up. I mean, this is a country that, take the contrast with Egypt, for example, where Egypt has had a constitution which is now being amended. And I'm very happy with the fact that there were millions and millions and millions of Egyptians voting yesterday. Libya doesn't even have a constitution. Not even a constitution. Everything, there's not been any state structures. Everything will have to be built from the ground up.
The United Nations resolution was talking about non-fly zone and saving the civilian. But it looked like the operation the coalition is doing is to step down Gaddafi. Do you find that it's not right with the resolution of the United Nations?
Well, what the military part of the operation, and there are economic, humanitarian, political parts of the operation as well, but the military part of the operation now has de facto, I think, taken out his air power, but I think it's also important that it does contain the possibility of taking out his ground power as well, the tanks and the artillery, in order to protect the civilians. That is what it aims to do. Then that paves the way for the political solution, which is getting rid of Gaddafi, building a new Libya. But it's important to understand that it's a multifaceted operation, political, military, humanitarian, economic, where the military things is attracting the attention at the moment, but where the decisive to build a new Libya is going to be something else further down the road. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.